Chirico, Craig Olson with you. John Harbaugh starting his Giants tenure against the rival Cowboys. Great Sunday night kickoff here for week 1. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry for Joe Mixon. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the give, this is Mixon. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
In trouble, and down he goes. DeMarvion Overshow. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. 2nd and long coming up. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Yards on the play. That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. Now another try at 1st and goal, albeit from a little further back. They'll run here with Mixon. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, New York. Extra point attempt. Still to come.
The kicker on for the point after.
And that one is no good. He missed the extra point. So much for 7 to start. It is a 6-0 game. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. to throw is down. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they forced fourth down. On fourth down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's second down and 4. They'll go right back to Mixon. And this will be a Giants first down. And they're able to get it up to the 37-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
He'll get rid of it and complete it.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On second down, Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Rolling right, and he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
They'll take this down to the 47. Jason Pinnock there to end it. Here's second and 6.
Giants 47-yard line.
A run once more with Blue. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of 7. First down, Cowboys.
They put Pickens in motion. Dak going to throw it here on first down. That is incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And it's third down.
Third down, and they need 7. Prescott now. Now screen set up for Blue. Down the sideline.
This is the type of start you dream about as a kid, Mike. First NFL catch, and it goes for a touchdown. I mean, you can't make it up. You got to imagine he's got to be rolling right now, and I'd go right back to him.
His kick is good. Makes the score Cowboys 7, Giants 6. Brandon Aubrey.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. A throw on the move is caught. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
So one quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. A one-point affair, 7-6 is the score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. They've got it. 2nd down and 2. Out of the gun, it's Winston. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
On the play. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Team over 2 on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
And this quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league. But what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. D. Winter working his way in to register his first sack of the new season.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game.
Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a 2nd consecutive time. The Giants' field goal unit out on the field. This a 46-yard attempt. Oh, he hooked it. Wide to the right. No good. And they will remain down by 1.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's blue. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 15 on that game. That's good for a Dallas first down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Pistol now for Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Played close quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. Open man. It is Ryan Flanor. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
And it's 3rd down.
Clock ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Here's a 3rd and 10. Dak to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
For the Cowboys field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He missed it. And they'll remain out front by 1.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, Winston. For the left side, he gets that to Mooney. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Winston. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. A big play for the Giants. 31 yards. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal. Malik Neighbors in the end zone. That's a Giants touchdown. Here's Winston at the line. His team ready to go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Cowboys 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down, Prescott. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Intended for George Pickens.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 39 yards. First down, 10 yards to go. In motion, Lamb. On first and 10, Prescott. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And now the Cowboys will take a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He's got room to roam.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Winston. He'll get that out to Mixon. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. That was good for a dozen. Very quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and Just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Winston to throw on first down. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton.
Winston's pass. Complete to
And the
Darius
Giants
Slayton.
here will use the first. Outs as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Jameis. Quick slant into the hands of Mooney. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their 2nd. As that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 48-yard line.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That is brought in. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jameis. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. That is Ferguson in motion. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Dak going to give this to Blue. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
First down, Dallas.
Straight ahead, it's Blue. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On 2nd down, Blue. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Cowboy first down.
From the gun, they'll go with Blue. We'll get this right to the 20-yard line. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop.
It's 2nd and 8. at the 20-yard line.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Now a screen set up for Blue. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
In motion, Lamb. Third and short. Prescott. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it's going to bring up fourth down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That one off Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Aubrey now for the extra point. And he missed it. Missed the extra point. No good. And the score remains the same. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10 up at the 42. On the ground, it's Mixon. Ooh. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
27 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 31
On first down, it's Winston. The outside, caught by Neighbors. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
At the 18-yard line.
Get set!
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, Georgia. Alert, Panther. Hey, alert.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Forced out left. Now he'll run.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. That is caught side of the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. That's his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. And even though it's just the 3rd quarter, they'll try to draw even right here and go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Winston looking to throw. And that is not going to work. It's incomplete. Trying to tie the game with a 2-point conversion, but unable to do so. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll run with Blue. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
That is caught downfield by Pickens. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Giants, 18. Brandon Aubrey to kick
Both
off
teams
for the
ready to go once more as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop.
Second and 9 at the 30-yard line.
This will be 2nd and 9. Dart. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Giants. Here's Winston at the line. His team ready to go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he is into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy is better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Blue. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd down, Prescott. That's made by Pickens. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Up to the line now for first down and 10.
First down, Dallas.
On the ground, it's Blue. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
On the handoff, Blue. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Dak quickly to Pickens. And he's is going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Fourth quarter begins on the ground, but he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
That's taken in, and he is going to have a Cowboys first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
This is one of those decisions, Mike, that depending on how it worked out, you're either going to be scrutinized or praised, and there's really no in-between. Fortunately for them, in this case, it worked out in their favor. Not only are they able to extend the drive, but they pick up a nice chunk of yards in the process as well. You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And he'll get past the marker. He's got a first down on that gain of 5.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, it's Dak. That is caught in the end zone. He's got it. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. Auburn good with the extra point. Cowboys are going to open up the lead to 8. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback, and it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the fourth quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
Dart going to throw here on second down. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it, because it could have been even a bigger play.
Big play coming up. This is third down. From the gun, Winston exiting the pocket right. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Giants sending out their punter. Will be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And that's going to be incomplete. Daring move to try to throw it on the fake punt. Instead, they lose field position, and they lose the ball on down.
So it's obvious during the course of the week in practice, studying the film, they thought there was an advantage they could take with their punt unit coming on the field and picking up a fourth down fake. But the execution just wasn't there. So again, you go back to the drawing board and you say, okay, I'm better off having my punter attempt that pass and catch the defense off guard, or just keep my offense on the field.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. The first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And his defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. He's going to have that first down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down.
And a Cowboy first down.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good 3rd down stop, and it sets up 4th down. And this one is off the mark. It is no good, and they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
On the stop. A 2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 1.
A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he will have a Giants first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on 3rd down. Yes, it is the fourth quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up a first down.
Down the field, connection made to Mooney. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. He'll get that out to Mixon. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here comes second down. Looking to throw. It's Dart on the run to the right. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Now, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Giants. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. Here's a big moment for Big Blue. The Giants are going to go for 2.
The Giants will line up
to throw, here's Winston. He'll swing that out wide, and he is going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion works, and we've got ourselves a tie game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This is 1st and 10. Throwing is Prescott. Throw here down the field. It falls incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Mixon. He had the touchdown run on the last drive. This time, nice pickup of 7 to start the drive.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. to stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. A lot riding on this play. Tie game, final minute, third down. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
And just what a turn of events, Mike. You have the ball. You're thinking all we need to do is milk the clock, get into field goal range, and win this thing in regulation. But now after that turnover, you find yourself now back trailing, and I'm not sure there's enough time for them to come back.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Dart. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Just want to that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's going to look downfield once again. And that's going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson. And the Cowboys are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys.